This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
Passmore in the gap roofing, number 91, hit the wall very hard here, so we are under caution. Christy Passmore, 6th in points, was vying for the first top 5 for a woman in this particular series. Her car has come to rest on the grass in the tri-oval. A very tough lick for Christy Passmore. Frank Kimmel leading this race with Blake Feast in 2nd and Bobby Gerhart 3rd. Here's what happened to Christy Passmore. Believe it happened just behind these cars here. You see a lot of bobbing and weaving going on.
Now that was a hard hit. She just got loose, a hard hit. This is a vicious hit there.
It's not good when we make impact the left side of that car back across the racetrack. Phew, that could have been real bad.
Medics working with her right now. There is another look at a very vicious hit.
Wow.
That is a vicious hit.
We are told that Christy has been speaking to medical personnel. That is, of course, a good sign.
Well, and we see it. We see the personnel down there taking a long time with Christy, but that's because
in the top 5 all day long now in an Andy Belmont ride. 37 laps in the books, and now it's getting good, folks. Don't go away. The cars are going slow on the racetrack for a reason. We are under caution for the 3rd time here today for a big wreck and a wild ride by several competitors. Reed Sorensen out front, but let's take a look at this, Raiders.
Car got into the inside of this car, bounced off and right reared the car on the inside of him, turned him up. That's all it took.
Can't tell who was in the middle from that particular view, but whoever that was hit Ed. Here's another view. And now this is the view. You can see Joe Cooksey in the 1-800 Serve Pro number 23 also involved. So is Brandon Knupp in the number 38. Brian Gandy in that blue car. Shuffled back just a little bit. Sherman now in 7th, Venturini in 8th, Gibson is back to 9th, and Klaus Graf rounds out the top 10. 54 laps in the book. Reed Sorensen is your leader. You can see Denny Hamlin trying to march his way back to the front. We'll be back in a moment. Trouble for a lot of top guns here at the Talladega Superspeedway. Another big wreck. That man, Jason Jarrett, in the Gladiator Garage Works number 67, hard into the wall. We are being told by a radio report that a possible flat right rear tire helped cause that incident on Frank Kimmel. Let's take a look at what happened. Schrader, take me through it.
Frank got loose there. Could very characteristics of a flat right rear tire. He came across the track, collected some others.
Impact on the inside retaining wall. That yellow car, the number 99, Klaus Graf, also involved in that. One of the Shaver cars there as well. Can't tell the car number on that just yet, but also involved. And man, just spread out all over the place. You see Todd Bousher in the GFS Marketplace car getting collected by Jason Jarrett right there. We're going to take a look at an onboard camera. Boston Reed and Blake Feast, the Hendrick teammates there, right behind Spanky. Don't know if he's a Little Rascals fan, but boy, oh, trouble.
65 car down on the apron.
The 65, wow. What a ride.
Great job of keeping that race car down in the bottom there, Kenny. As you know, that's a hard thing to do.
Frank Maggard, man, he fought that car all the way.
It would be interesting, first off, to see if the yellow does come out, and hopefully we can see how he got forced down there, but he fought it for a long time, but the yellow comes out now. That's quite a little ride there.
How about this? Team Hendrick versus Team Ganassi of sorts. First and second, Boston Reed and Blake Feast. Third and fourth, Reed Sorensen and Ryan Hemphill. But here comes Chuck Spanky Weber saying, hey, I want my spot back, boys.
Yeah, we don't race back to the yellow.
Great job of walling him down.
I don't know if you remember that in the blue 65, a little bump there.
Sent him the wrong direction.
Well, was that one of the Shaver cars, maybe?
Tough to see. It was a red car, certainly with yellow numbers on the top. Might have been Stuart Kirby. Stewart was in the back of the field after stopping during that last caution.
They all want to win. So this is really going to be interesting here.
Almost a little fender rubbing there between Boston Reed and the 7 and Billy Venturini.
Oh, no.
Reed Sorensen got to the back of the Ditech.com number 7. Billy Venturini and Boston Reed in the wall.
I'll tell you what's aggravating about this. Talk about bump drafting and that, and just so much stuff happens that just is uncalled for.
Tough to do, especially in the turns here at Talladega. Those two guys side by side, almost bumping. Sorensen sucks up quick and just taps the 7 car of Boston Reed.
Can't be running into people.
Reed just gets in the back of Boston Reed, and then everybody's loose. There's nothing you can do at 190 mile an hour.
Is that one of the deals where Reed Sorensen just should have backed off a little bit off the throttle? Got the guitar after Ryan Hemphill, the dominator in that race, had some trouble with a lap car and wound up in the wall. TJ Bell has run all the races this year. Fourth place, Denny Hamlin, as Don Radebaugh mentioned, his first start. And then you got the 5th place guy in Brent Sherman, 2nd place in points. Sherman pulls out to help Hemphill this time around.
That's all Hemphill might need.
Need some help, and again, every car works different with your car, so you have to find a car that you move forward with. If you don't, you basically dump them and find another guy. As hard as it is. These top 3 guys, this is just what they want to see. They want to be up front. They want to stay single file to that last lap, and then they can go to the racing. But if they don't stay single file right now, that pack's going to catch them in a hurry.
There is Gary Dehart, crew chief for Blake Feast, your leader in that Kart Quest, number 94. The target dodge of Reed Sorensen, 2nd. Reed, every time TJ Bell is able to pull up to him, is able to catch Blake Feast. But now here comes the others. Denny Hamlin almost going out there by himself. Brent Sherman thinking about what he should do as well in that Hickory Farms number 44.
See as they weave down the back straightaway, try and break that draft, go to the bottom, come back up to the top, and the whole objective is to move that air around so the guy way back doesn't catch it, just breaks that air out.
You got to give credit to Ryan Hemphill because he's trying all that he can right now to try to move his way back up to the front.
And you just, if someone goes around you, that's one thing, but you hate to let them get underneath you and put you out of line.
Oh yeah, that's not good. Once you get on that outside, you're pretty much sit and duck.
Here we go, maybe. Hemphill, of course, started in the rear of the field after that engine change. Has been up front almost all day long. Can't quite do it. Doesn't have the help that he needs to move past Brent Sherman and Denny Hamlin.
Ryan runs way up that hill like Kenny said, to get a run there off the corner, but he needs some help. He needs somebody to run up the hill with him. And a lot of guys want to stay on the bottom of the racetrack and just kind of run in the middle. There's not a whole lot of guys that really like to run way high up top. But in my opinion, you got the same grip up top as you do the bottom, and if something happens, there's a lot less distance when you hit that wall.
There is Brant Sorensen, Reed's dad. Of course, Reed won for his dad on Father's Day weekend in Michigan. A great Father's Day present. Checking out his son's progress in second. Currently on the racetrack. I want to talk about the third place guy, TJ Bell, too, because I'm watching that car go around the corners with 2 laps to go, and that front end of that car is just hopping all over the place.
Yeah, it's a very rough track here. It's just settled a lot, and it's pretty bumpy. Plus, you're hitting the bumps at 180 mile an hour, so things move around a lot.
Didn't the backstretch here used to be part of a runway for an airport?
Yes, it was. This whole facility was a military base.
Blake Feast with a lap and a half to go is just wondering what Reed Sorensen and the others have up their sleeve. I'm sure he's racing in his rearview mirror right now. No?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I would say so. That spotter's talking to him. He's got, I believe Ricky Hendricks is on the roof there talking to him, helping him out. And I'm sure they've got some other Nextel Cup help up there.
Oh, TJ Bell gets squeezed out of that third spot by Denny Hamlin. Here comes Brent Sherman following Hamlin. The final lap. This is all that Blake Feast wanted to see. 3 wide there. Hemphill scoots by into the 4th spot. But Blake Feast is sitting pretty out front with a good lead now in the final turns of this racetrack. Coming down to the line, here we go. Blake Feast, can he do it? Yes, he does. His second victory here in the Arca Remax Series. Reed Sorensen second, Denny Hamlin is third. Ryan Hemphill comes back to finish 4th. Rounding out the top 5, Arca regular Brent Sherman. Blake Feast wins at the Big House here in Alabama. The biggest speedway on the circuit, the longest race of the year, and the final event on the 2004 Arca Remax Series. Don?
With crew chief Gary Hart.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.